Thank you for having us.
I love you, girl.
I love you.
We learned some sad news this morning that our former CEO, Roger Ailes, passed away this morning, and we just want to remember him. He is dead at the age of 77 years old this morning.
That's right. And this is the statement from Elizabeth Ailes. She says, "I'm profoundly sad and heartbroken to report that my husband, Roger Ailes, passed away this morning. Roger was a loving husband to me, to his son Zachary, and a loyal friend to many. He was also a patriot, profoundly grateful to live in a country that gave him so much opportunity to work hard, to rise, and to give back during a career that stretched over more than 5 decades. His work in entertainment, his work in politics, and in news affected the lives of many millions. And so even as we mourn his death, we celebrate his life."
Indeed. Roger Ailes helped build Fox News Channel into the powerhouse it is today. Roger would tell stories during our State of the Business meetings that he would hold twice a year here at Fox News about how he started in the business. He was actually a production assistant at stations in Cleveland and Philadelphia. He eventually worked his way up to run the Mike Douglas show.
In 3 years, he went from PA to EP of the most successful daytime talk show maybe ever. He got the biggest guest to arrive in Ohio and do his show from Bob Hope on down.
Roger believed in hard work. He ran 4 political campaigns. Many people out there would say that he saved this country by starting the Fox News Channel. Roger gave every single one of us on this couch an opportunity. He put food on our table, and you know, he went out in such a sad way, but who doesn't have sins? We all have our sins, we all have our cross to bear, and Roger, I will love you forever. You gave me an opportunity, and I will forever, ever, ever be grateful. I know I would not have gotten this job if it weren't for you. And I hope that you rest in peace, Roger, and I hope that you are at peace.
I know that his impact on the country is beyond a shadow of a doubt. You think that he saw Nixon in a green room?
That's right. Richard Nixon came to the Mike Douglas show.
Saw him as an underdog guy. Says you got to like television. Next thing you know, he's helping Richard Nixon get elected.
Didn't
George
he help
Bush,
Nixon?
41.
He said you got to change your message, and he started talking to him.
He said you can't hate television. It's not going away. It's not a fad.
Yeah.
Right, because and then essentially later, when he was serious about running for president again, Richard Nixon called up Roger Ailes and said, "How would you like to help me?" And Roger did some political consulting for a while. He then, after political consulting, and he helped candidates at all levels of the political spectrum, he wound up running CNBC. And at one point at CNBC, they started a new cable channel called America's Talking. Roger's wife, Beth Ailes, hired me, and I then went to work there. That's where I met Roger and worked for him. And then after I left CBS, Roger said, "You need a job? We're looking for some folks for this new thing called the Fox News Channel." And Roger hired me to come here.
And no one gave
as well.
And yeah, Steve, and very few people knew him as well as you and your family.
Well, I got to know him through his wife, because she had hired me. And you know, the thing about Roger is he was a big personality, and he, you know, you would go to his meetings and you would just love hearing the stories about, he'd talk about, you know, I had all the jobs of everybody in this room, which would be true because he started at the bottom and worked his way up.
He gave great advice. When we were all at our hardest times, he was there for me when I went through some really hard times. Janice, are you okay? You want to say anything to Beth?
No, I wouldn't be here without that man. And when I was diagnosed with MS, he got on the phone and said, "Whatever we can do for your family," because we were all part of a family. And, you know, he was a presence, and he will be missed on this channel. He will be missed.
Wow. And, of course, born in Warren, Ohio, considered himself a lunch pail guy, a blue-collar guy in a white-collar position. Roger Ailes passed away at the age of 77. We just found out this morning.